Nobody's listening. Super. Thank you very much. You can see from the program that there is a certain order of the speakers, and that is why I would ask Dean Meyer from the law faculty to take the floor first.
Mr. Secretary, Mr. Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen, in my capacity as Dean of the Law Faculty of the University of Vienna, I have the pleasure to welcome you at the 19th World Congress of International Academy of Comparative Law. Comparative law enjoys an increasing importance as reflected by the variety of topics which will be presented by the general reporters in the course of this week. This is also evinced by the high number of participations from all over the world, among them many who have been traveling a long way in order to gather in Vienna. The University of Vienna is more than pleased to pose as venue for this Congress. Those representatives who have already organized such important events know how much work is involved. Every dean is informed on the burdens of the organization and what financial means are necessary, means that usually cannot be met. A dean, and I have been no exception, must therefore be confident that members of the faculty will devote their entire time to the organization of the Congress. Such workload is usually neither visible nor esteemed because it seems self-evident. Everything must run smoothly and nobody wishes to be bothered by problems, complaints, special requests, and the like. I had the great pleasure to observe how efficiently the preparatory work has been dealt with. The organizers of the Congress, primarily Bea Verschragen and her team, informed me regularly. She was supported by Martin Schauer and his team. They have been working nearly 3 years, quite independently, and always looked for constructive solutions and alternatives. This is, as you can imagine, an ideal situation. The significant number of participations, together with the contributions from sponsors, reflect the importance of this Congress and the interest it enjoys worldwide. I wish to express my sincere thanks to all of you who participate in this important event. When you focus your attention on what has been achieved by the organizers, I am confident that you will enjoy the Congress as a whole, the presentations by the general reporters, the discussions, as well as the opportunity to take part in the special seminars here in Vienna or in Bratislava, and to enjoy the city and its surrounding altogether. In this spirit, I wish you a lot of success and satisfaction. Thank you very much.
Spectabiles, Dean Meyer, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. According to the printed program, you would expect President George Berman to speak here to you. Well, I am not George Berman, nor I am the president of the Academy. The reason for my appearance is that the very sad fact that Professor Berman cannot make the transatlantic trip due to health reasons. While you cannot hear his voice, you can listen to his words, because he has sent me a note and has asked me to read it to you. These are his words. It is with great and I imagine understandable regret that I find myself, for health reasons, unable to join you on the occasion of what promises to be an outstanding Congress of the International Academy of Comparative Law here in Vienna. These congresses, none of which I have ever missed up to now, are immensely stimulating and enjoyable. Ordinarily, as president of the Academy, I would at this moment be greeting you in person in the name of the Academy, but I am pleased that Jürgen Basedow, as Secretary General, can do so in my stead. It has been an honor to serve these past 8 years as president of the Academy. The Academy is by all measures thriving, whether measured by its growth in numbers, the diversity of its membership, or the range of activities and programs that it offers. This is not the occasion to recount in any detail what we hope to have accomplished over these 8 years, but I can report that our priorities were four. First, reforming the structure of the Academy, notably its membership rules. Second, creating new national committees and reinvigorating existing ones. Third, inaugurating single-themed intermediate congresses, so-called because they fall at the midpoint between two quadrennial congresses. And fourth, arranging for the general reports accompanied by national reports to be published in a consistent fashion by a single outstanding publication house. We hope these have all contributed to making the Academy a more robust presence on the comparative law scene. But you are assembled here today not to celebrate the Academy, but to inaugurate this 19th Quadrennial Congress of Comparative Law, which I know will be an occasion to broaden perspectives on a number of diverse and well-chosen legal topics, while enjoying the informal exchanges that will take place among you throughout the week that lies ahead. Like its predecessors, this Congress has been extremely well conceived and planned, and as always, we have the host National Committee to thank, and in particular, Professors Bea Verschagen and Martin Schauer of the University of Vienna. It therefore remains on this early occasion in the Congress for me, at this moment, unfortunately thousands of miles away, to formally welcome you and to wish you a rich and rewarding experience throughout the week. Willkommen. These are the words of George Berman. I join in his wish for a fruitful, a prolific, a stimulating Congress during the next week. Thank you.
Mr. Secretary General, Dean Meyer, dear colleagues and friends, welcome. From the very beginning, we knew that our days are somewhat numbered. And here we are. The Congress has started, and I thank you very much for participating in this event. From what I can see, all of you had the possibility to find a place in this room, and before I continue my short speech, I would like to draw your attention to the ceiling, because the frescoes were made in the corners were made by Klimt, who is well represented here in Vienna. This Congress is all the more important as the Academy will soon be led by a new team. And I therefore wish to thank the current president, George Berman, the Secretary General, Jürgen Basedow, the vice presidents for their inputs, especially Katrin Deckert, the Vice Secretary General for her support. The Congress is presented by the Academy and by the Interdisciplinary Association of Comparative and Private International Law. It enjoys the patronage of the President of the Federal Republic of Austria, Dr. Heinz Fischer, whose representative will convey you the welcome words drafted by the President himself tomorrow morning. IACPIL, the association I just mentioned, assumes responsibility for the organization of this Congress and has been supported by several institutions. To start with the university, the rector, he cannot join us today for professional reasons. Dean Meyer, he interrupted his holidays to be able to join us. They both were very supportive and appreciative, for which I'm very grateful. I also wish to thank those persons and institutions who have supported this event with financial means. Some of them, such as the Swiss Institute of Comparative Law, where I worked many years ago, the Pan-European University in Bratislava, where I also worked, the Austrian Chamber of Notaries, and the law firm Specht Böhm will offer, in addition, special seminars that promise to be highly interesting, so don't miss them. During the preparations of the Congress, I was extremely happy to be supported by the team, especially by the general team leader, Ms. Marina Brandner, whom many of you may know from the email correspondence. The tasks between Martin Schauer and myself were divided. He was the main responsible person for the administration of finances, for contacts with the publishers, and for the availability of the room facilities, whereas I have mainly been dealing with the daily business and the program issues. During this Congress, a team with a red T-shirt and with bold letters written "Team" will be at your disposal. The team consists of representatives of the Columbus Travel Agency, assistants from Martin Schauer, assistants from the European Law Institute, in addition also students from the law faculty, even from the Lycée Français de Vienne, and last but not least also by my assistants. They all know 2 or 3 foreign languages in order to communicate more easily with you, and are very willing to help you. If you have any queries, don't hesitate. Join us at the registration office on the ground level of the Juridicum. You can also contact us directly. Now, before I give the floor to Martin Schauer, I wish you a pleasant and very successful week. I'm looking forward to seeing you again after the reception tomorrow morning, early in the morning, 9 o'clock. Thank you very much for your attention.
Mr. Secretary General, Dean Meyer, all my colleagues and friends, welcome again on behalf of the organizers of this Congress, BFS Ragen and me. Since I'm the last speaker to separate you from the buffet, I will keep my words of welcome very, very short. This is even easier since much has been addressed already. But before we go to get some refreshments, I would like to mention that this conference would not have been possible without the support of many contributors. There are academic institutions, professional organizations such as chambers and law firms, which provided us with significant financial support. BFS Rag mentioned some of them. The city of Vienna, represented by its mayor, invited us to a closing banquet in the city hall on Saturday night, and 2 major law firms organized receptions for a number of participants of this Congress. The team members of the chair, BFS Ragen, and my chair engaged heavily in the preparation of this Congress. In my team, I would like to mention Julia Kienast, who was extremely helpful. Right now, at the beginning of this Congress, we, the organizers, would like to express our gratitude to all those who gave us their support. A conference of this kind would not be complete without publishing houses, which present a range of their on-topic products. We are very happy that we could attract about 10 publishers, among them some of the leading publishing houses in the field of jurisprudence, as exhibitors. Thank you to you two for being present at this Congress. And even though we are right at the beginning of the Congress, this may be a good opportunity to take a look beyond. We're looking forward to more than 30 sessions, to the presentation of general reports, and to lively discussions. But the results of the Congress should not be forgotten when the sessions are over. This is why the organizers are preparing a publication which collects all the general reports and presentations given at the special sessions. In order to prevent the reports from being a historical monument, the book should be published not later than by the beginning of next year. Before I come to the end, I would like to give you some practical advice. I think everybody of you should have a name badge. At least this is the entrance tickets when you go to the sessions. At least everybody of you should have got a name badge, but this is a multifunctional name badge because when you remove the name badge from the ribbon, from the lanyard, a USB stick should show up, which is of course to your disposal. But as far as I was told, there is nothing on the USB stick, but anyway, it's free to use. Again, and one last time, welcome in Vienna, and let us have a wonderful Congress. And now I have one of the most pleasant jobs of the Congress. I may declare open the buffet, which will take place in the hall right on your right side, and enjoy and have a nice evening. Thank you very much.